Allison. Hi, Melissa. Melissa said that she was going to talk to you about art journaling and take you on a supplies run, and that she wanted me to show you some of the journals. So I thought that I would take a quick tour through some of them. I'm starting off with this one. It's my Halloween journal, as you might have guessed. I'm just going to go through it really quickly. If there's something in there that you want to see in more detail or have instructions on how I made the page, let me know which page and I'll give you all the detail that I can. So let's just go through quickly. I made this cover myself. I made this book. It's cereal boxes covered over with scrapbooking paper for the most part. It's a sewn-in binding and these tapes. This one's purely decorative, but this one is for structure to hold the book together. Scrapbook paper on the back. I wanted this one to have a fold-over lid, so I made the boxes with room to have the flap over. I would apologize for my messy desk, but it always looks like this, so I thought let's just be real about it. So this is the inside cover. This is the inner cover. This has a little skeleton inside of it. I can give you instructions on how to make a page like this. This has a little cut through there. This has a little pocket. I like making little pockets like this. And I like having these little tags that I can write things on the back. This is all scrapbooky kind of stuff, scrapbook papers for the most part. This is some digital art that I got from somewhere online. I don't really remember stuff very well where I got it. This is a little tag that I made, and she's just sitting in here with some puffy foam tape, scrapbooky stuff. I do some journaling on here. This book doesn't have as much journaling as some of them do. A lot of it is more, this is just foam craft from like Michaels that I thought was fun. These were brochures from Salem, because I live near Salem, Massachusetts. I'm hoping this is not really wobbly, guys. Sorry about that. I'll try to hold the camera steady. This came from Tangi Baxter, this little thing, and I added the stickers and the button. And this is just magazine paper. This is scrapbooky stuff. This is from Michaels with little felt ants. I don't know where I got them. A lot of these pages aren't really what I would consider done. They're sort of in progress. Like this is in progress. I did the painting of this when I was at a workshop with Tangi Baxter. This is just a cutout from an old book. This page I would say is pretty close to done, at least on this side. This is from an episode of Supernatural. My favorite show. You'll probably hear me mention it a lot because I do lots of art journaling about it. This is just from an old book. This page, yeah, I would not say this is really done. This has got more to do. Now this page, I would say this is a good example of a page that's pretty much done. It's got a little envelope slidey thing here. I like that. It's got the mirror here I made with scrapbooky paper. It goes along with the legend of Halloween and some of the spells they used to believe you could do to find out who your future spouse would be. I like researching those, and these are little cards where I can write more information on, do some journaling. This one, see here, I did journaling behind it, and I did it in like a scary handwriting, but it looked kind of stupid. And it wasn't really journaling like I wanted to keep forever, so I kind of covered over with stuff. This is from a magazine. This is digital scrapbooking. I don't even remember where that came from. Some of this, yeah, some of these are from digital art that I had. This, I think, was scrapbooking paper, I think. Oh, and there's another little tag flap. I love doing these tag flaps. I do a ton of them all over the place in my books. This journal is kind of a later one. This doesn't flip out. So I've already learned some techniques and stuff. I'm just going with this one because it's the one that's on my desk at the moment. This is like a painted background. This was done with a paper plate holder as a stencil. I did those in a workshop with Tangie Baxter. This page, I just wrote on it, journaling. I was kind of upset when I journaled on it, and then I wiped off some paint on it because I had some paint from another project that I just sort of mushed on there, but I didn't really like how that looked, so I papered over it with, these are from magazines, that's from digital scrapbooking, that's from regular scrapbooking, and I left a little bit of it uncovered so I could like kind of remember sort of what I was writing about, but not be like overwhelmed in my face with it. This was intended to go in a different book, and it did not really work in that book because it was too bulky, so now it's here. This was the page where over on this side where I smushed them together and the paint transferred over here, but I really like the effect more over here. But Melissa can teach you how to do that, or I can do a little video real quick. This is just from old books. This is actually a napkin, believe it or not, glued on there. Looks really nice. This is a little fragment of wallpaper that I got from another artist who was cleaning out her desk and put all her stuff in a box and sold them. This is from an old Trixie Belden book. Again, these backgrounds are pretty easy to do. They're just acrylic paint. This is actually a scrapbook element. I think Jolie, whatever, they're still at Michael's and those kind of places. And of course, Scooby-Doo. A lot of prep went into this page for not a whole lot of results. Sometimes that happens where you'll do something on a layer and then you layer over it and you layer over it and layer over it and you end up covering up the work that you did before, but that's fine. You know, and sometimes it makes it better when you can kind of, there's just hidden layers that are just barely visible underneath. That can be a lot of fun. We'll skip that one. This page, yeah, like this, we're getting to near the end of the book where I haven't done as much. Here's another pocket waiting for me to put some things in it. This is just a painted background. This was a gel medium transfer. I can either instruct you how to do that. There's YouTube videos on how to do that. Or Melissa can probably show you if I think she might know how. Again, that's just acrylic paint. And this is really a brush wipe off page that I was painting another page and just wiped off the extra on here. This one I'm kind of proud of. It's you know, like the magic boxes cutting the girl in half. So, whoa, scary. She's cutting too. And that's just from, again, the Salem magazine. It had a lot of really fun images in it. Yeah, that's basically all. See, this book I put together using Staples folders. These are just some cut marks for, I'm going to do another cutaway page in the back like I did in the front. Just Staples folders, ordinary file folders that I sewed in to make signatures. So this book, the only sewing that it requires is just punching the holes here and sewing them through for the book binding. Everything else was just glued together. The back, I just glued scrapbook paper on here, firmed it up with some washi tape, and the flap. This is some ribbon and little things that I liked. So that's that book pretty much done. So that's what I'm just wrapping up my Halloween, putting my last final touches on it. I've been working on this book for probably, I would say 3 years at least, maybe more. I only work on it during Halloween, so it goes kind of slowly.